Hi everyone. This is the knife I will use today. As you can see, it's not looking too sharp. First, let's see just how dull this knife really is. I'll try to cut this tomato. As you can see, it just drags and squishes it, not cutting at all. Now, let's try a piece of paper. It tears and wrinkles, far from a clean slice. This is the struggle most of us face with our kitchen knives. I had an idea. I started by disassembling an old speaker to get to the magnet inside. Then, I measured and marked a wooden block to create a stable base for my sharpening jig. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I carefully cut the magnet in half to prepare it for mounting on the wooden base. I'll place the two halves of the magnet onto the marked spots on the wooden base. Using a hot glue gun, I'll firmly attach the magnet pieces to the wooden base. This will provide the magnetic hold for the knife. Next, I'm using this metal turnbuckle. I need to mark the threaded rod sections that I'll be using for the sharpening guide. With an angle grinder, I'll carefully cut off the hook and eye ends of the turnbuckle, leaving just the threaded rod sections. Safety first when doing this. After marking the precise spots, I drilled holes into the wooden base and hammered the turnbuckle pieces in place. These rods will serve as the adjustable guide for my sharpening stone. Now, for the sharpening stone holder. I grabbed another small wooden block and measured it. I drilled a central hole through it to insert a metal rod, which will act as the handle. Then, I cut pieces of sandpaper to fit the block. I decided to use 2 different grits, 400 for coarser sharpening and 1000 for a finer finish. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I carefully glued each piece of sandpaper onto opposite sides of the small wooden block. I'll apply super glue to the wooden block and carefully attach the sandpaper, making sure it adheres smoothly and securely. This will be my sharpening stone. With the jig assembled, the magnets hold the knife in place, and the rods guide the sharpening angle. I use my phone's angle tool to precisely set the sharpening angle. This ensures a consistent and optimal edge every time. I secured my knife in position, adjusted the angle to 20 degrees using a phone app as a guide, and began with the coarser 400 grit sandpaper. I sprayed a little water to keep the surface cool and clear, and methodically sharpened one side of the blade, applying even pressure. I'll do this for a few minutes until I feel a burr forming on the other side. After a good amount of passes with the coarse grit, I flipped the block to the finer 1000 grit side and continued sharpening, still using water to ensure a smooth process. After sanding with both types of sandpaper, I took the knife out and fixed the other side. I'll continue the same technique, ensuring consistency. You can already see the blade starting to shine and feel much sharper. Now, I'll switch to a finer grit sandpaper. This step polishes the edge, making it even sharper. After sharpening, I will use paper to clean the knife. To achieve that ultimate mirror polish and razor sharpness, I took a small wooden stick, peeled off its bark. I'll insert the stick into my drill. Then, I'll use a utility knife to carefully carve the tip into a smooth, rounded shape. This will be my buffing wheel. Here's a little secret. I applied a small amount of toothpaste to the stick. Then, using an old toothbrush, I'll spread it evenly over the tip, creating a fine abrasive for polishing. I turn on the drill and carefully run the knife blade along the spinning, toothpaste-covered tip. This polishes the edge to an incredible sharpness, removing any remaining burrs and creating finish. I used paper to clean the blade before going to the test. After wiping the blade clean, I tested it on paper again. And it slices through with absolutely no resistance. It's incredibly sharp. One more test. The tomato. Watch as the knife glides effortlessly through the skin and flesh, creating thin slices. This DIY sharpening jig truly makes a world of difference. You can do this at home too. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Bye. See you in the next video.